Hello whizzes. Welcome to my channel. Today's topic is, how the brain remembers information. The process by which the human brain remembers information is complex and not fully understood, but it involves a combination of neural activity, synaptic connections, and various brain regions. Here's a simplified explanation of how human memory works. Encoding. Memory formation begins with the process of encoding, where information from the external world is converted into a neural code that the brain can understand. This encoding can occur through various sensory modalities, such as seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, or touching. Different brain regions are responsible for processing information from different senses. Sensory memory. Information first enters sensory memory, which is a brief and temporary storage system. Sensory memory retains sensory input for a fraction of a second to a few seconds, allowing your brain to decide if the information is worth further processing and storage. Only a small portion of the sensory information makes it into the next stage of memory. Short-term memory, STM. If the information is deemed important, it moves into short-term memory, also known as working memory. STM can hold a limited amount of information for a relatively short duration, typically up to 30 seconds, and it's necessary for tasks like mental arithmetic or following a conversation. Long-term memory, LTM. For information to be stored for a more extended period, it must transition from STM to long-term memory. This process involves the strengthening of neural connections. Long-term memory can potentially last a lifetime and has a nearly unlimited storage capacity. Types of long-term memory. Procedural memory. This type of memory involves knowing how to do things, like riding a bike or typing. It's often acquired through repetition and practice. Semantic memory. Semantic memory contains general knowledge about the world, facts, concepts, and vocabulary. Episodic memory. Episodic memory is related to personal experiences and events in your life, such as your first day of school or a memorable vacation. Consolidation. The process of moving information from short-term to long-term memory is known as consolidation. This process often occurs during sleep, particularly in the deeper stages of sleep. It involves the reactivation of neural pathways and strengthening of synapses, which makes the memory more stable and less susceptible to forgetting. Retrieval. Retrieval is the process of recalling information from long-term memory when needed. It involves reactivating the neural pathways and connections formed during encoding and consolidation. Memory retrieval can be triggered by various cues, such as associations, context, or sensory stimuli. Forgetting. Not all memories are retained indefinitely. Forgetting occurs when the connections between neurons weaken over time due to disuse or interference from other memories. Some memories may fade away, while others may be challenging to retrieve. Memory enhancement. Strategies like rehearsal, mnemonic devices, visualization, and spaced repetition can help improve memory and make information more accessible. It's important to note that memory is not a single, monolithic process but rather a collection of different systems and types of memory that interact in complex ways. Additionally, the study of memory is an ongoing field of research, and our understanding of the brain's memory mechanisms continues to evolve.